is this piece of plastic here goes right here behind the bumper. I didn't realize this piece of plastic actually needs to be removed before starting the install. So after I got part of the bumper installed, I noticed that it was hitting this piece of plastic and it was rubbing on it. So I went ahead and took it out, and it was a little aggravating at that time, but if you'll take this off right away, then you won't have no issues. Welcome to the shop, where today I'm installing Extreme Metal Products Nitro Brush Guard with the winch mount on my 2020 Razor XP Turbo. Now this kit comes with your bumper. It comes with both your mounting arms. You've got a left and a right side here. It comes with your bash plate. And it comes with all your mounting hardware. All the nuts, bolts, brackets, everything needed to install. But anyway, let's get this thing put. Now the first thing you want to do is remove the hood. Now my Razor's got these side skirts, so next I'm going to go ahead and remove these and get them out of the way. With them 4 little screws removed, it just slides right off. Next, you're going to want to install your supports. And to install your support, you're going to need one of your triangular brackets, 1 bolt, and a washer. These are 1.5 inch bolts. The bolt goes in this back hole. Slide your arm up on top of the frame, drop your bolt down through the hole, and start your bolt into the triangular nut on the back side. Now these are locking nuts, so they only go so far before they get tight. Next, I'm going to take the driver's side bracket and do the same thing. Next, I'm going to take one of the U-bolts, 2 of the washers, and 2 of the locking nuts. Take the U-bolt from the bottom side up, push it up around the frame. Take a washer, put on each side of the U-bolt. And start the nuts. Next, I'm going to take my other U-bolt, 2 of the locking nuts, and 2 washers, and do the same thing on the passenger side as I did on the driver's side. Now you don't want to tighten these bolts and these nuts completely, but you do want to run them down a little so they're not so loose. Next, we're going to install the bash plate. In order to install the bash plate, you're going to need your locking plate and the 2 bolts. Now the plate, notice how I've got it oriented with the nuts up high. You're going to want to slide it in between these 2 holes so the nuts line up with these 2 holes. Just slide it around behind the frame, like that right there. Next, I'm going to install the main bumper, and in order to do this, it's going to take several of the carriage bolts, the nuts, and the washers. To start, I'm going to go ahead, there's 2 outer holes here, 1 on both sides. The top of the bumper has got an outer hole here and an outer hole here. I'm going to install those first. That way they can help support the bumper. With those 2 bolts dropped in the holes, I'm going to go ahead and put my washer and lock nut on the back side of both. Next, I'm going to go ahead and slide a couple of these bolts into place and put my washers and my lock nuts on the back side. Now, with all the hardware installed, all the bolts installed, I'm going to go ahead and start snugging up a few of these bolts. Now, with all this hardware tight, the bumper's actually already pretty secure. But now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tighten up my 2 U-bolts. I'm going to tighten up the 2 bolts that hold this upper arms on. Next, in order to reuse these, you're going to have to trim them to clearance, this support brace here. So you're going to want to lay it up against it. Take your marker, kind of mark where the support brace, kind of where it is. And just take a little piece out of this. Now, after getting these pieces back on, going back over everything, make sure everything's good and tight, I went ahead and reinstalled the hood, and now we're ready to ride. And as you can see, the bumper's nice and sturdy. It looks good. It matches the flow of the machine. You've got 2 options to mount a winch. You can mount a winch right here inside the bumper, or you can mount one on the frame and mount your fire lead down here. So you can do it either way you want to. And this bumper, they say it's rated for a 4,000 pound winch. But I'm going to get me a winch and I'm going to put it right here because I like a winch high and dry. And it's a little easier to access. But anyway, that's all there is to installing the Extreme Metal Products brush guard with winch mount on my 2020 Turbo RZR. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the trails.